Good day. Hope you're well. Welcome back. Welcome to War 5, Alliance War Season 57. Today we're taking on the Celestial Avengers. Shout out to the guys over there. You see them up there in the top right. Scorp. We got Stone. We got J Will. Much love to those guys. And today we got the full Dazzler support team. Dazzler with the Wags and the Mr. Fantastic. That's a little foreshadowing of some things to come. There is certainly a fight on the map that people are familiar with that requires those three champions. Will I have that fight? Well, if you saw the thumbnail, you probably already know. First things first, we got this Korg here on path 1. This is the regen node. So the plan in this fight is to do Dazzler things. Going in, my plan is to basically not worry too much about the regens. I'm going to hit him a bit. I want to build up to 100 tempo, and then I want to nuke him down. And I'm pretty confident that I can do his entire health pool in one special. That said, we'll see what happens when we get there. So we get that first special one off. We're dexing, we're dazzling, dashing, we're getting the unblockable up. We're beating this Korg down. We're building tempo. We're all in all just razzle dazzling, baby. Let's go. Keep countering the specials, and now we're in the mode. We're trying to build up to the special 2. I'm taking a look at his rock stacks. I realize about now that I'm not going to make it, so I back off. I'm waiting for his rock shield to come back so I can hit him, take it down. You can also see he's got a fat chunk of regens on himself, so we're really going to test my theory. And here we go. We get that crit, and the last one does almost 400k. Corgi poo down. Razzle dazzle, baby. Let's go. See me clicking the wrong button there. Moving on to this Sassy here on node 10. We're going to toss down another Wags on this fight. Good practice, by the way. I forgot to mention before. When you apply pre-fights, do not go straight back into the fight. There is a bug that will occur occasionally that will make that thing as though it didn't apply. So I always, when I apply pre-fights, back out and go back in. You'll notice I do that quite a bit. A lot of backing out and going back in. It's not really superstition. Maybe it's a little stition, but I like to make sure like the game's as fresh as possible before I'm trying to do things because I trust it to work very little. So we've dazzled quite a few Sassies this season. This one's really no different. In fact, I don't have to mess with protections here. So the goal is basically 2 special 1s, trigger Wrath, throw the unblockable special 2, and Razzle Dazzle. So we're on the way. I go for the stand up there because I'm unblockable. I'm not worried about getting stunned or anything, so makes life a little bit easier. Probably didn't need to use my relic there. Should have just threw the special, but it's not a tremendous deal. Keep using that dazzling dash. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you that bad boy is underrated. And here we got the perfect Wrath trigger. I'm just trying to bait one more heavy that he won't throw. And since he continues to not throw it, I just launched the special into his Wrath. And there he goes. Razzle dazzle one more time. Now to the big fight. We've got this Serpent here on 25. It's the Thorns node. They banned a lot of Serpent counters, especially the ones for this node. But when we combine the powers of this team, we are Razzle Dazzle. You'll see what happens when we get at this Serpent. I don't know what's going on here. Probably waiting for the red wheel of death. You know how it goes when you're playing the game. Apply the pre-fights. And then, of course, we're going to back out and check. We're going to throw on the Wags so we can stun freely. And we're going to throw on all 3 of these Mr. Fantastics just to try to help manage his power in this fight. Now, he is going to start the fight unblockable because I'm putting those on, but I'm aware of that. That unblockable is also shorter than the length of the debuff, so I know I have some time to work with. I also am going to apply a Power Start 1 here. Shout out to the GOAT, Liam, putting this fight out on the internet because I just watched what he did and said, I think I could do a worse version of that. And that's what I did, lo and behold. So everything's in, we were boosted, we're jamming. Let's go. Starting off with the unblockable. I've got the PS1 and I'm really just looking at that as I want to use my heavy. I don't want to burn the number or the Power Start 1 yet. So I want to just use that heavy right there to refresh those debuffs. And now we can get into some flow. Throw that first special 1. And now we're in the rhythm, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. We're going to heavy counter, max that tempo, keep the unblockable on us, use it there, build some more tempo. And so far, fight's going great. Not stressing. Thumbs might be shaking, but we're doing all right. Want to just keep baiting special ones. Don't want to push him to special 2. I don't want to mess with all the extra power gain that comes with that. Cut that one a little close, but we're still in a good spot. Back off. There we go. First big special 2. He's 80% of the way down. Now we're just going to rinse and repeat. As long as we manage this properly, we should be in a good spot here. I was definitely stressing this fight. You know, it's not the easiest fight on the map for sure, but with the team my planners put together, you know, it's in my hands to just execute what needed to be done. And thankfully, with a little bit of guidance from Lee the GOAT, well, it's amazing what happens when you just need to copy somebody else. You know what I'm saying? There we go. We bait that special 1 and a heavy counter. And now I just want to bait one more special, and I want to launch my special 2, but this guy, check this out. Immediately into the next special. All right. And look at all those potions he cost me right there. One little tap, all I needed to do. But hey, let's Serpent down. Full ABs. Let's go. Now on to our last Dazzle of the fight. I've used all the wags in planning. Decided to put the first wags on Korg because I figured it would make that fight much easier than messing with this one. And, you know, Jabari, she has a little nuance to her kit, but all in all, not a tremendous issue. In fact, on this node, I know I'm going to go and just be aggressive because I actually don't mind if she gains a little extra power because I'd love to push her to special 2s instead of baiting that special 1. So we're going to go on, just head in with the parry. PS1 is still alive. We're going to put it to good use. You know, her health pool is not going to survive much. We don't need to go second specials or anything. We're really just pushing to special 2. And this fight is on the cusp of done. It's amazing how great Dazzler is for war. Here we end in light to try to get her to hold up there so I can just use my unblockable. She doesn't let me, but we hit the intercept. And then boom. Now at this point in time, unfortunately, this was already a loss in the bag. Disappointing, but hey, big shout out to our MVPs. We've got Intercept again. What a beast. Ruben and High Matt. And shout out to those guys over there. They really crushed it. 2 of 3 so far, but 2 of those 3 losses to Cav and GT40. Just got to keep on keeping on. Until next time, peace.